Hello friends, welcome to my channel to watch creative and innovative videos. Long back ago, we have seen one video on operating system. The name of video title was End User OS. Today's video is really interesting and innovative. Today's video is about POSIX message queues. First of all, before starting the video, I will explain some concepts in the brief which is very important for this video. First of all, now this is a etc directory. Now I want to list the files and directories in the current directory, that is etc. So in Linux the command is ls. ls command lists the files and directories in the current directory, but I cannot view it easily. So there is another part that is very important, that is I cannot view it easily. So I use ls pipe symbol. This line is for pipe, and more in the sense ls command output will be input to the more command. So this is nothing but the inter-process communication, and it is very good in Linux and Unix. Inter-process communication in the sense the ls command output will be input to the more command. Now if I can view the file and directories very easily if I use this command. Remember that inter-process communication happens between related process, not between interrelated process, not between it happens only between related process, not if the processes are different, then it does not work. So yes, I can view the files and directories in proper manner one by one, so very easily, comfortably. So this is all about the inter-process communication example. Now I will switch on to another part. So today's video is POSIX message queue. POSIX message queue are means of inter-process communication based on message exchange. Two or more process exchange data in the form of message and can prioritize message. Programs intending to use POSIX message queue must include real-time library. POSIX are message based on inter-process communication, which means that entire message is received at once by reading process when it calls the MQ_read function. Remember that the messages in POSIX message queue can be read one after the other by repeatedly calling MQ_read function. MQ_read calls get only when one message and to read the next message the process again calls MQ_read again function the multiple times thereafter to empty the message queue in one after another. So there are client processes and server processes. Remember that I want to tell another thing, that is in Unix every file is having a unique identity number, that is inode, and in that file descriptor is there. File descriptor gives every information about the file, that is inode number, then it entries noted in global file table, then grant access, then different if it is file is interrelated with another file, that also information is given. The reason is that file descriptor is used because we can limit the resources used by the file. That is very secure technique used by the Linux and Unix operating system. For standard input, the file descriptor is 0. For standard output, the file descriptor is 1. For standard error, file descriptor is 2. But now in our program, the file descriptor 0, 1, 2 will not be there. It will be starting from another number. So my sender file will start with file descriptor 3 and my receiver file will start with file descriptor 4. So first of all I will give you the code, tell you the program. Sender1.c. So sorry. Here this is the program, standard input, and this standard output, and this error, a file descriptor. So command line argument, so mqd sender, this function, and here preprocessor directive are used. Then a loop, this is of sender file, and now we will go through the receiver file. Here this is the receiver file. So here, since I is 10, means I can receive up to 10 messages, that's why it is 10, and it is going on decrementing, and the message which is first is given the higher priority in this program. Receiver exit. Now I will execute the program. First of all, I will execute the client part. Now you will see GCC is the compiler used in Linux, and this is the object file, and this is source file. Now I will compile the program. Yes, compile successfully. Now I will execute the object file. So sending message 0, priority 1, 2, 3, and here file descriptor is 3. That means since the sender process is executed first, the file descriptor is 3, and it sent the messages to the server up to 9, because we have seen the 10 was the in receiver file. Now I will execute the receiver file. Yes, compile successfully. Now object file. Object file, yes. So here having file descriptor 4, because it is created after the sender file, and the message has been received, and at the last receiver exit. So I have successfully done with inter-process communication with POSIX message queue. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, share with friends. Thanks for watching with new operating system video. I will be back with new videos on interesting videos on operating system, Python, Java, PHP. Thank you.